super heavy. We are headed to go make some stairs for the bus today. We're gonna go down to the neighbors and see if we can use his metal brake. I have used metal brake, but back in high school was the last time I touched one. So we'll have to see how this works out. Buddy's come along, right, buddy? Buddy. All right, so this is our neighbor Frank, retired farmer. So we're gonna see if he is home, and it looks like he is. So we'll see if he will allow us to try out his assortment of tools.
Pinch that one first.
How about there?
You want to measure?
It's identical.
Okay.
All right. There's a bar on this side too. You gotta.
Yeah, there's a bar over there.
All right.
90?
Yep. I'd say that's a 90.
Close enough?
Yeah. So then you can come back. Let's see this other one.
If you moved over a little more, I can get at the handle over there.
11 and 1/8. So if we're going to do 2 inches, it should be 9 1/8. Go ahead and bring her down. Go ahead, tighten her down. This should be another 9.
Look close. Mine look right.
Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, go ahead and
Maybe I should go a little more.
think so?
She wants to lean this way.
Alright, we'll give her a little bit.
If you want to hold this end up here,
There. Right. Okay. Right. Go through a bunch. That looks pretty good, huh?
you know.
I'm useless with a tape measure. I don't like to stay in my pocket. Sorry, crowd. I like it. Stay. A little more. gonna get sides welded on anyway. Good. That is all we need.
Fancy, fancy.
Yeah. What do you think, Frank?
Just the way it should be.
Yeah. I could walk up them.
Yeah. Got me a little bit of
Should
put something
try it?
on for traction though.
Oh yeah, a little slippery right now. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. One more thing done in life. So what are you up to today?
Well, if possible.
Building a trailer?
No. Gonna make where I can put a tire on and clean the rim, buff the rim off.
Oh, okay. Just the way you can spin it while you're cleaning it.
Because my tire changer don't spin. Mine runs beat around the other way.
You've got the old school.
Yep. Can't afford the other stuff.
Yeah, this is how old do you think that is?
I don't know.
Yep.
It's not as old as the spark plug cleaner, but
Oh, look at this. This is what you're talking about.
it's not as old as that.
Holy smokes. I have never
Probably before
seen
your
that.
time.
Yeah. So it's a tester too.
Test the plugs.
You see the reflection on the window? Is that the idea?
Yep, on the stainless.
Oh my word.
And then the spark it
tells you something?
compression.
Compression.
How much pressure you got in it, air pressure, to make it fire.
Air pressure.
Yeah, there's
so,
air in these tubes here.
so it pressurizes the
Yeah.
spark?
Yeah,
Does that actually make spark different?
yeah. You don't.
All right, I've done this stuff for worked on cars for a long time, and I understand, and the cylinders are under compression, but well, I've never seen a tester that would even consider allowing that.
Yeah, cord. Yeah, move stuff around here.
Yeah, we gotta see this. Gotta turn a light on too. You see.
Light. This place ain't modern here.
So that's before it was the AC Delco. It just says AC on it.
Cords are somewhere where you put my plug at.
All the little adapters for the different size spark plugs from years ago. This one up here, is it a sandblaster cleaner?
Yeah.
So it's got a little sand in there. No idea what that's keeps the sand from going on. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's just there's little stuff everywhere. Every time I come here, over the last I don't know how many years I've been coming down. 5 years.
Get me to keep giving him stuff here.
I know. He keeps telling me about all the things down here, so I had to come check it out.
Yep. I said you got to come down and check it. So you're gonna change the pressure in the.
Yeah. See. Okay, you want it to be good somewhere. Let's see there. Okay, you're good, fair.
Okay. So you're up in the pressure. So it's simulating a cylinder compression.
If you're looking in here, I got no.
You're looking in the little windows of the reflection. Oh. Is it supposed to spark automatically?
Yeah, I got to push the button.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Can you see it down in there? Oh yeah, like a glow, and it stays steady.
And now you get down there, now you don't see nothing.
So all you did is change the pressure of the burn.
Right, this is air pressure I'm pushing in there.
I've never seen such a thing. And you can watch it come in.
All right.
You get right on it, can you see the end of the spark plug even? That is so weird. So what is it adding for voltage?
I don't know what the thing is. There's a transformer in here.
Okay.
And there's the airbag. And
So I'm curious to, how that compares to modern spark plugs. We're running these. And you got to put in some kind of sand or something in there?
Silica sand normally.
Okay. But pressure makes it...
Spark plug fire.
That's...
You didn't know that?
Well, I mean, I watch them spark, just by grounding them. And this uses pressure. I mean, obviously it still has voltage coming in there, but it somehow... I'm gonna have to do some research because it just doesn't fit my knowledge, my schooling.
So I'm guessing
colleging.
if your car don't have any compression at all, you may not have any spark. I don't know. At least that's the way I have gather it.
No. So like you pull a lawnmower, you pull the spark plug out, you set it on the top of the head, and you can visually see the spark.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is in a car.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this under pressure?
I don't know why they do it under pressure. Spark plug company probably, that's their machine.
Right, yep. So they must have had some reasoning, but that's so crazy. Look at that, you need to just refurbish a few more today, and you'll have some more stashed around here that are already ready to go.
Yeah, but I gotta find something to put them in.
Well,
Or you gotta know what to put them in.
there you go. Yeah. Oh, well, Frank, you've got the cool stuff, I'll say. Every time I come down here, it's just awesome. Yep, that's why you gotta befriend your neighbors. Yep, all right, Fred. Oh, I gotta go, Frank.
Okay.
We gotta do something today. Your little valve turner over here. You turned one the other day just for fun?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to make a drill bit sharpener.
Well, it's getting your angles. But don't the drill bit sharpener have like 2 angles or 3?
Oh yeah.
Rubber band belt.
Rubber band, that's the inner
Hey,
tube.
inner tube belt. Look at that. An inner tube belt. 2-speed even, if you really want to get after it.
No, the other one turns this.
Oh.
There's a belt in here I had to,
Oh, and you have to go all the way through the pulleys
and come up on here. That drives the shaft here.
and turns that one.
Turns this belt, it turns this.
Oh, that's like a 10-speed inner tube to do that one.
Probably slipped off already.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
See, it's a round
rubber
belt.
core, yeah.
I don't know if they make them anymore. So I spliced it together.
They definitely make something like that, and you can.
Well, Mark found this online.
Yep. And you just
Heat it and fuse it together.
That's what they use. Cardinal Glass. They use that to turn their tables. They have like a rubber hose.
Okay.
And
That don't stretch then?
Nope. And if it does, you just cut a little more off,
Yeah.
and you just use a barb fitting to push it together.
This one here, I put a V-belt in it to run it, runs on the same kind of pulley.
Okay.
So I had to cut the V-belt and then use a splicer that splices the flat belts.
Oh. But does that turn that tight corner? I
Yeah.
suppose it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got lots right there. Come on. Some nimble fingers here. There it is.
Okay. Slide that on there.
I got her. And then this just comes up.
All my inventions here.
You gonna make it work?
Well, that's the whole idea here. We gotta see it work. Oh, that's the old rubber didn't. It's actually leather.
It's leather.
Leather belt. It didn't make it.
Oh, okay. Now I'll have to make one out of the other one.
Now it's time to fix it.
Yep.
Oh, it just pulled out, but.
I don't know if this didn't shrink quite tight enough to hold it.
Yeah, it looks like you must have tried heat shrink on it.
Yeah.
Like a piece of electrical heat shrink.
Yep.
Yeah, that rubber should work good for you though.
Okay. Because I started with this to run
Oh,
this.
yep.
But then it was a little bit on the small side, and I think it stretched a little bit on me.
Well, and you can adjust tension.
Right. Cut a piece that long. So just take a match, or you can
I would say just match
like a
it.
torch.
Oh, to
Fuse
do
in.
this? I don't think. I mean, it'd probably like a heat gun.
I don't have a heat.
Well, then you'd have to use a little butane or propane torch. This is heavier than the stuff you're using there. This is solid. Yeah, that looks like what you would use for glue stick. So you ought to be able to even warm a plate up and melt it down,
Okay.
and then fuse it,
Fuse it together.
like fusing pipe. Well, you have enough there. You can test it a couple times.
Yeah.
Try it out. Where did you have this bound at? Where it doubles up? Where do you think your end
Yeah,
was?
it's probably in the center here.
Right there.
I'm guessing I should make it a little longer because it was as short as it could get.
Yep. Just a smidge. We've got a couple pieces to practice on. It's a solid type of material.
Yeah, I tried to, because all they had here was a,
There's like a crimp on it.
no. And that went through
Oh, just a little bit of a hook.
wire, piece
Yeah.
of wire hooked on both ends.
Almost like a staple. Yeah, so warm up a plate and
Put that on,
maybe do both of them and
and then just stick it.
yeah. You got something little you can put in the vise and put a torch to it, just kind of give her a little.
Metal?
Yeah, I would say aluminum, metal.
I don't have any metal around here.
No, there's no pieces of metal.
No iron here.
And then a little butane or
I suppose it should be clean piece.
yeah. Kind of clean. I shouldn't even look around here. There's the
Stop
torch.
looking.
I found the torch. All right, which one was which? This is the actual good one.
Yeah.
You want to just do a short piece? You cut off the chunk?
Well,
And just fuse it back
just
on?
glue it back together, the piece itself.
We just want to glue it right. Okay.
Not enough? No,
You want a bigger torch?
bigger torch.
Bigger torch. When you were farming out here, did you farm mint or was it just corn or what did you farm out here?
Me, I just farm corn.
How long ago was all this mint?
Kimchi had mint, that didn't come until probably 15 years ago they had it, and then
I thought they made it sound like that was a big deal down here for a long
it
time.
was for a few years.
So you just did corn, never any cattle or nothing? Just
Well, I
corn.
had some beef cattle and some poultry, chicken for a while.
Pretty warm by that plate. So we didn't get it cut perfectly straight. And I keep wiggling it. So when we do this, I think we have to, well, for one, ensure we're straight. Get it hotter. I'm just going to lay her on the table here and hold it steady.
Don't wiggle it.
Don't wiggle it. How long do I hold it for? Until it cools off.
I didn't get any instructions. It's on the internet, and that left me out.
Oh, it's on the internet.
So you don't look up anything online. You just fiddle and come up with your own.
And then looks for manuals. Where's all your manuals at? I saw a pile of them once. You had a big stack of them.
Up there.
I can't.
You need
Turn
some for
far.
lawnmowers and rototillers?
No, I really don't, because I got the internet.
Oh.
Is it stuck?
I'm about ready to get a good pull. Doesn't really, and there's some heat there yet. It does have a little stretch. Should we just see if it pulls?
I don't care.
Way too easy. Way too easy. Well, what's our better option? For fusing, that's about the best I would think it would be.
I would think.
Bring your gas up from the bottom.
Yep.
Let that cook for a second. Up into it a little bit more. Ah! We're warm up here again. Alright. There's a guy down in CJ's Trash to Treasure building that moved into there, so he's not from here, but he moved all of his stuff, and he has some pretty awesome treasures as well.
All over the place he gets to go for treasures.
Right? Yeah.
He's spying them out. I don't know.
I definitely am trying to find him.
I don't know where he thinks he's gonna put treasures.
Well, that's why I need the whole
Well, he's got that
property.
big shed.
Right.
There's a big bus in there. Have you
Yeah,
seen
there's a big
that?
bus in there. That's
Yeah,
what
I see he was working on a bus.
That's what we've been playing with, is the bus. It obviously holds, but is it designed to take?
Well, he said it was for making a belt.
Wondering how hard to give it.
So is it cool? You're gonna need air on it.
It's pretty cool. I mean, maybe some more. Maybe the center didn't cool off enough.
Feel cooler?
Nope. Here we go. Do we need to figure out how much tension?
Well, I don't need a lot of tension.
Here, well, you pull on it. See if it's,
Yeah, that should hold.
that should hold. That's not the one we're using, so
Well, it's the same size.
I'd be really lucky. A lot on the big side. Not a lot on the big side.
Not too much big. We'll see.
About the right diameter. Just like that. Oh, it actually wasn't fully released. We have enough now. Well, how much tension does it have to make it spin? Not that much. Well, it's good. I can stop it, but well, there you go.
Done.
Done usable.
Yeah.
Spin a drill bit. That's, you don't need much.
Nope.
Well, there.
Success.
I got a little something from you today, and maybe you got a little something today.
Yeah. Teach me how to do this stuff now.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks for letting me play today.
Yep. Whatever you need.
Always fun. All right, I gotta stop looking. All right.
Stop looking.
Thanks, Frank.
Every time I go to Frank's, there is something new that I have never seen before. And I've been only coming down here maybe, it's probably been 10 years, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking it was only 5, but about 10 years we moved into this area and met him. And every time I go, there's something new that it's like, where did you get that? Oh, it's just been in the back or been behind something. But he's also got a little barn where his dad used to do coal forging, and it's not a little forge, it is substantial. And someday we'll have to see if we can get over there, because when I saw that, I was like, I've got to have it. I have no idea why, but really cool stuff. That spark plug thing, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to figure out why they have pressure on the spark plug and what in it makes it spark at a certain pressure. Obviously there's a transformer that's making electricity happen, but why is it at a spark, or why is it sparking at a certain pressure? I don't understand that. But so we got the help with the valve grinder, helped him get his little belt, leather belt taken care of. That was a really cool project as well. And so yeah, every time I go, it's longer than it should be, and I have fun, and he seems to enjoy it as well. So he let us videotape a little bit today. Yeah, so this is going to sit up in this gap right here.
Okay.
I'm going to have to cut it back.
Yep.
And then this lip is going to sit up on top. This panel has to get cut out yet.
But that looks like it'll work nice.
Yeah, it should.
Cool.
These are our steps. And I guess they're flimsy right now. They'll get sides put on and plywood. Ouch. That is what we're looking at. Right there. So there'll be 2 power steps that come out at the bottom here. Like that. So I welded it in, just a tack for now. I'm gonna weld this up and down the sides. Galvanized seems to weld a little bit different too. Trying to fill some gaps there, but might be welding a little too hot too. I had to widen it right there at the edge because I welded it on the inside of my steps. I welded my sides instead of on the outside. I welded them on the inside, and my steps were the exact measurement of my door. And 2 things of the same size don't fit together. One has to be a little smaller than the other. That's a note to self. Should have already known that. Alright, that one worked much nicer. Turned the heat down a little bit. Just created a couple beads of filler on either side and then welded it together. Turned out pretty nice. This one over here, I welded all that in there, and I think if I made my tacks a little bit bigger over here, it'd probably be fine. It's all hidden behind the door anyways, and the door slides into that space. And got a good weld down here, and then a good weld at the top. I think I'm just going to do some 1-inch stitches. Definitely got a lot of splatter going on. Splatter is arcing and burning my jeans. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. So we have a piece of angle iron behind here. And then bent that lip over, kind of give it some more stability. I am super happy. I'll show you. I didn't know how high of a door to get, and I went with a 6-foot. I figured you just get in and out like that, but it feels kind of low to the latch. But I made my steps big enough, So the steps are big enough that you can actually step down and unlatch the door. It's got a hydraulic door assist, so it doesn't go flying open and closed. But it feels kind of low. When you're looking over the top, I can see out this. My head sits about at eye level is right here, center of this hole. But walking out of it, I mean, I'm 6 foot, so 6 foot and a 6 foot opening is, my wife is short. It doesn't feel bad though. So I bought this door on Marketplace for 300 bucks. It's a Lippert door, but it's their rejects or something they didn't want to sell through the store, I guess. But you never know how something's going to turn out until you start. And I think that's a pretty good start. Oh, can't do that yet because
Sweet.
yay! Right now it's just hanging on the first 1/4 inch of that. Once it's all bolted on, it'll be awesome. Well, thanks everyone.